Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day, it's finally here. I'm finally sitting down and doing my best of for the year 2019. This video that you're watching right now is gonna be the best of all of the makeup products I've tried throughout the year. But subscribe, don't forget to come back Wednesday. I'll give you my best of skincare list. Now, I don't know if you can tell, my voice is a little bit but I wasn't gonna let anything stop me from sitting down and doing this video because I know you guys love it and you want it, and your wish is my command, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with foundation. Of course, you guys know that that's what I always love to start with when talking about makeup countdown. I love starting with the base. And I don't know what happened this year in 2019. I really didn't try a whole lot of foundation. So I only have two to mention to you, and they're oldies, but goodies in my opinion. First is my liquid foundation pick, and it's gotta be Dior. Once again, face and body. I'm gonna leave all the info down below as to shades for everything that I mention. This has been my #1 favorite liquid foundation since it debuted, and I purchased it and tried it out, and it still stands. Yes, this is a very expensive foundation, but as far as I'm concerned, well worth every penny. Comes in 40 shades. It gives a beautiful demi matte finish, very liquidy, but you do get the coverage. You can build it up to full if you would like. I have a powder foundation also to talk to you about. Let me see if you can guess which one it is. The only one that matters to me on the market, really. My MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. I've showed you guys this a million times this year, I feel. I've talked about it in so many other videos. Still working on this one with a big pan hole in it. I will not be letting go of it until every last bit is used up. I have two concealers to mention, another two oldies but goodies to me. NARS Soft Matte, I have two shades, Caramel and Ginger. Caramel is extremely close to my own skin tone, so if I want to go a little bit lighter, I'll use Ginger. But these babies, I feel, don't get enough love on social media. They're incredible concealers. Yes, they're in a pot, and maybe that's why, you know, people are not about putting their fingers in things, but I don't care. They are amazing. And I'm so excited that I'm finally getting to talk about this concealer, because in the past I never felt like they had a shade that I really liked, and this year they expanded the shade range. So I went out and picked up one of the newer shades, and the hype is real. I am so happy the shade range was expanded, because I would have missed out on this incredible experience with Laura Mercier and her Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This is incredible. I totally understand why so many people love this concealer. It is so amazing. Great for spot concealing, but my favorite is under eye. Oh my goodness, does this look incredible under your eyes. Amazing. I love it so much. I am so glad that companies listen to our cries and are willing to go back to the drawing board and come out with more shades for complexion products. It's so needed. My bronzer pick for this year has got to be Riri Fenty Beauty and her Sun Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer. The FB that used to be here is now gone. That's how much I've used mine. She did a fantastic job with this whole range. It's a very good range, 8 shades. Most people will be able to find one that suits them. It is pigmented enough. It's right there where it's not so crazy pigmented that when you dip your brush in, it flies everywhere, but you don't have to swirl around 100 times either to get any product to come up. It's right there in between, and it looks beautiful. It doesn't catch on any dry patches or other base products that you've already put down. This is a really, really great bronzer, and Riri did her thing with it. I have 2 blushes to share with you. I'm so excited, I can't believe it. 2019 was the year that I got over my attitude about blush. I don't know if any of you guys out there are like me, but I know there are lots of women, especially women of color, that a lot of times tend to stay away from blush. And I was one of those chicks, I'll admit it. I absolutely did stay away from blush for a very long time, but I don't know what happened. I just started getting back into it and I love it now. This one is NARS Taj Mahal, and this one is a Makeup Forever blush. They go by numbers, not names, so I'll put the number down below. But these 2 have been a huge go-to for me. Taj Mahal is a classic, a NARS blush classic, especially for deeper tones. It's a beautiful orange blush with a nice sheen running through it. And the Makeup Forever one is a very reddish orange shade and completely matte. So I actually really enjoyed this year going back and forth between more shimmery blushes and matte blushes. And these 2 were definitely my favorite. I just love the color, the richness of the color on my skin tone. 2 glow products I have to show you guys. One I picked up this year, and the moment it debuted, I knew I had to have it. It is MAC's Hyper Real Glow Palette. And you guys know I'm not a big palette person, but this one only has 3 shades, not 6. They are just beautiful on deeper skin tones. This palette in particular is called Shimmy Peach. So as the name suggests, these shades have a nice little peach undertone to them. And this is the deeper of the Hyper Real series. There are several different color waves, but this one is the newest one that they came out with, and it has the deepest shades in it, and I love it. It looks beautiful on the skin, melts into the skin. And of course, Charlotte Tilbury, darling, yes, her Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's such an amazing multi-purpose product. You can use it under your foundation, on top of your foundation, mixed in with your foundation, all by itself. Yes, you can use this all by itself with nothing else on to give you that filtered look. It's incredible. So, so good. And I'm combo oily, but I don't feel like this just gives me a crazy greasy look at all. It's just the right amount of glow that really any skin type can enjoy. Chanel and their Natural Finish Loose Powder. Incredibly expensive, especially for just your average run-of-the-mill loose setting powder, but it is not. It is incredible. I'm wearing it today. I used it to set my makeup and it's beautiful. It comes in a variety of shades and it's just fantastic. It blurs everything. It sets everything very well with minimal product. I feel like if you need to go in and add a little bit extra to certain areas, especially the more oilier you are, you can do that without risking getting super cakey. And another powder is a pressed powder. And this one is one that I had to mention for all my dry guys and girls out there that hate powder. If you hate powder, this is the one that you need to try. And it's Laura Mercier's Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. And this powder is so amazing because it has, I don't know if you can tell, a sheen to it. It's not a matte powder, so definitely don't get it twisted and think it's gonna give you that kind of effect. It's not. It gives a very nice candle glow, as the name suggests. You can sweep it all over your face to set your makeup, but it's never gonna look cakey. It's never gonna look dry. It's never gonna give you that flat matte look. This year, I really tried to get into highlight and contouring just a little bit more. Definitely not a pro at it, but I've definitely enjoyed this year playing around with more cream-based products. Usually I want to just get my makeup done as quickly as possible, so of course powders are usually the way to go when you're doing that. But I definitely decided to slow down this year and play around with creams more, and this Fenty Beauty matchstick definitely came in handy to do my contour with. This is in the shade Truffle, and I have really enjoyed using this. It blends out beautifully. It goes on top of all your other base products that you've already put down effortlessly. It doesn't catch on anything. It blends out beautifully. It stays all day. It doesn't fade. This matchstick is amazing. Okay, let's move on to lips. I have one liner to show you and 4 glosses. Yes, no lipstick. Glosses were my #1 go-to for 2019. Cork is life. It is life for all of my nude lip looks that I do. This is the #1 pencil that I reach for to line my lips. Nothing compares. I just love it so much. It's amazing. And here are all of my gloss options. Definitely 2019 was the year of me finally being able to go out and buy some really amazing glosses that aren't pink. First is Pat McGrath, and this is her Lust Gloss, lip gloss in Faux Real. I have Bite Beauty, and this is from their French press lip gloss line in Vanilla Latte. MAC Lipglass in the shade Primordial, and Shiseido, and this is from their lip gloss line in the shade Honey Flash. All 4 of these are not sticky. They don't give you that those weird lines, that weird gross white rim in between your lips. They don't make your lips stick together. They last a decent amount of time, as long as you would think a good gloss should last. Definitely not all day wear, but all 4 of these specifically are fantastic glosses. So if you're a gloss person like me, definitely check these out. Remember earlier when I said that I'm not really a palette person? This year, I don't know what happened to me. I really went ham as far as eyeshadow goes. In the past, I've never been a big lover of eyeshadow, but I figured, you know what? It's time. It's time for me to really get out there, see what's out there, and pick up some really great palettes that I personally love and I know that I'll use. And I've said it before in other videos, my eyeshadow palette rule is the 80-20 rule. I have to be able to look at a palette and know I'm gonna use a good 80%, at least 80%, or it's just not worth purchasing. Urban Decay's Born to Run. I used it today to do the eyeshadow look that you see before you. It's incredible. It's an incredible palette that has everything that you would wanna have in a palette. You got your neutrals, you got a little bit of color, you got your mattes, you got your shimmers. I decided to get a little bougie and give Dior a try this year, and I ended up picking up their Backstage eye palette, and this is in the Color Wave Amber Neutrals. They have several, but this is the warm tone one, so of course that's the one that my eye gravitated to, and I snatched it up. And as you're looking at it, you're thinking it's a 9-pan palette, but it's not. It's 8 shadows, and this one up here in the corner is actually a base. It is a cream base that you can use to put down before going in with your shadows, which I love. And yes, if you're wondering, does some of the shadow get into the base? Yeah, that's gonna happen when you have this kind of a setup. But I don't really consider it that big of a deal. I just wipe off any shadow that may get into the base when I want to use it. This is their part of their art library collection, and this is the Flamboyant palette, and it has all your beautiful warm tones. Yes, gorgeous. Such a beautiful warm tone palette that I have absolutely enjoyed using very much throughout the year. I love all these reds over here. That's really what stood out to me the most and made me want to get the palette, because I've never really dived into using reds very much. And of course, last but not least, Viseart, and I have two. Yes, they're Warm Edit that comes in these little cute packages that you just flip up and flip down. Again, my warm tones. I can't get away from the warm tones, and I don't want to. I love warm tones. And these are little mini sizes, much smaller than their 12 pan, but I'm okay with that. Perfect for travel, and you get a variety. You have everything you need, good amount of mattes, actually more mattes than shimmers, which I love. I love palettes that give you more mattes than shimmers. I think that's how they should all be. And when I saw this one, I knew immediately the moment that this was talked about and on its way on the market, I was gonna get it. This is the Viseart Milieu palette. And that blue right there, even though I am a neutral girl, that blue caught my eye. And stay tuned. 2020, I've heard the requests, I've heard your cries. You want me to do some tutorials, and we're gonna get into it. And you're gonna see me use this blue. Okay, let's move on to eyes. Definitely, once again, I know I featured this last year, and I have to feature it again because I love it so much. Marc Jacobs and his highliner gel eye crayon. Beautiful eyeliner, doesn't transfer, stays put. You have a few seconds to do some smudge work if that's what you want to do with it. But once it's set, it's gonna last you all day long. An incredible pencil eyeliner that I've loved for a long time. And mascara for the win is Hourglass. I really have enjoyed using their Caution Extreme Lash Mascara this year. This is the mini size. Definitely I'm gonna be getting a full size when this runs out. It's a really beautiful mascara that pretty much is a very well-rounded mascara and does everything you want it to do. I do get length, I do get volume, separation, no clumps. Really great mascara that I've enjoyed using all year. For brows, I'm gonna be like a broken record again. Anastasia Brow Wiz, Benefit Precisely My Brow, and Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. My triple threat, I would have to say Benefit is just slightly creamier and Anastasia is a little bit drier. So it really just depends on whether or not I feel like using a pencil that's a little drier or a little creamier. And this gel keeps your brows in place all day, all night. I find myself actually having to go in with some force to scrub my brows really well with my makeup remover to get this out. At the end of the day, end of the night, I still feel that gel in my brows. It's like hairspray for your brow hairs. It's amazing. This baby right here, this is Beauty Blender's Solid Pro. And yes, you've seen it all over social media. It is that big black soap, but don't worry, it's not gonna stain your white haired brushes. It is a beautiful cleanser that gets everything off, all your sponges and brushes in record time and extremely quickly and effortlessly. For forever and a day, I've been stuck on using baby shampoo, because let's keep it real, back in the day, isn't that what everyone said that they used to clean their makeup tools? And I finally broke down and got this. It's expensive, and I'll admit that's what kind of turned me off a little bit, but there's nothing like this. It is incredible. The price is justified because you will just whip through cleaning all your brushes and sponges extremely quickly, effortlessly. It will get everything off. I've gotten so many comments throughout the years about what lashes I'm wearing in my videos, and definitely 99% of the time I am wearing Ardell Wispies. Yes, these have been my go-to lashes all year. They will continue to be in 2020 because they just get the job done. I love how beautiful and natural they look, extremely affordable and easily accessible. So that's it, guys. Those are all of my favorite and best makeup products for 2019. Thank you guys so much for all your support throughout the year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back Wednesday for my best of skincare video. Give me a thumbs up for this one and the other one too that you're gonna watch Wednesday, right? Subscribe for more, and I promise you 2020 is gonna be an amazing year for us, and I'm gonna keep bringing you guys all the content that you're looking for, that you're wanting from me. I'm gonna do my very best to make sure that we keep growing our little family here. Thanks a lot for all of your support throughout 2019 and beyond, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.